responsibility for it.
Joining me today is Sean Spicer, Communications Director of the Republican National Committee. Sean, it's nice to see you this morning. I want to play you something, just a quick soundbite from what the President had to say moments ago as he is on the stump in Ohio. Take a listen.
We knew from the start in 2008 that turning that around wasn't going to happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight, and so we weren't going to reverse it overnight.
So the President went on to say, Sean, that we are steady, referring to where we are pacing-wise. How do you respond to that argument that it's going to take time, but we are on the right track?
Well, we've given him time. I think that's the point, Thomas. Your last panel pointed out that total unemployment is actually now up to 14.9%. Too many Americans are out there struggling and continue to be concerned about how they're going to survive in this economy. It's not like the President was elected yesterday. He was elected almost 3.5 years ago. He put a plan in place. He said that would fix it. His advisors said that if we passed a stimulus, it would get us down to well below 6%. We're not even close. We've now been 41 months above 8%. I think the problem that exists, Thomas, is we keep hearing the President blame everyone else. We elect presidents to lead, not to blame, not to make excuses. And he had a Democratic Congress for 2 years. He got everything that he wanted. He took his eye off the ball and didn't focus on the economy, and now he keeps trying to rewrite history. He said when he was elected, give me the ball, it's my economy. If I don't get this fixed, it's a one-term proposition. We're here to hold him accountable to that.
Sean, American Bridge dug up this video of Mitt Romney talking about jobs in Massachusetts in '06 while he was governor, and he kind of has a different way of reflecting on his predecessor. Take a listen.
I came in and the jobs had been just falling like off a cliff. And I came in and they kept falling for 11 months. And then we turned around and we're coming back. And that's progress. And if you're going to suggest to me that somehow the day I got elected, somehow jobs should immediately turn around, well, that would be silly. It takes a while to get things turned around.
All right, so, Sean, there the candidate saying the healing takes time. Why do you think, then, is Mitt Romney putting up a different standard for President Obama, or the RNC holding the president to a different standard?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if you think about it, when Governor Romney came into office in Massachusetts, Massachusetts was 51st in total jobs, behind not every state in the District of Columbia. When he left office, it was 30th. So it did take time. He had 4 years, and he moved up 20 spaces in terms of job creation in the United States. I think he's right. You can't turn it around overnight.
Sean, if you do the CUME, though, if you do the CUME over 4 years of him being governor, it comes in at 47th. You're doing the math where you just take the last year that he was in office, and he didn't run for re-election. Let's remind people of that. So if he did such a good job, why did he run for re-election in '06?
I'm not aware of what I don't know what Governor Romney was doing in '06 in terms of why he did or did not run for re-election at the time, but I think look at the record. He came in, it was 51st. He left, it was 30th. He created jobs. He turned that state around, not just in job creation, but in terms of he came in, there was a huge deficit. He turned that around so that he left with a rainy day fund. I think his record in Massachusetts speaks very well of his ability to turn things around, and his private sector experience speaks well to his ability to understand what the economy needs at a time like this. But the President's the one who said last month that the economy was doing just fine. Now he's telling us today, don't read too much into these numbers. Well, month after month, it's another excuse and it's another person to blame, or he's going to blame Congress or headwinds or whatever. But it's time that we stopped blaming people. We stopped making excuses. Either he's going to lead and get the job done, or we've got to change direction in this country and elect somebody who will put job creation first and foremost.
RNC Communications Director Sean Spicer. Sean, nice to see you today. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Thomas. Have a great weekend.
You too. Mitt Romney raises $100 million last month, likely beating out President Obama.